Great. Hi, guys. My name is Daphne, and I'll be leading today's video call on search engines. So what is a search engine? Well, it is a web-based tool that enables users to locate information on the internet. So you should think of the internet as a library. Search engines are like librarians. If you tell them you are looking for a book on a certain topic or of a certain genre, they're going to work to find you the most relevant books on that topic. So some popular search engines include Google, Bing, Yahoo, and DuckDuckGo. How do search engines work? Well, there's a three-part process that occurs when you search for something in a search engine. So first, there's crawl. The search engine scours the internet for web pages matching your search. It looks over the code and content for each URL it finds. Second is index. The search engine stores and organizes all the pertinent URLs from its crawl and adds it to the list of results you will receive. And third, there's rank. The search engine lists or ranks your search results based on what it deems to be the most relevant to your search. So search engines take the keywords in your search and look for corresponding keywords on known web pages. The search engine crawls web pages, visible and invisible content for your search terms. And that is what you see on the page and what is written in the code of the page. Search engines like Google can even decipher the intent of your search and give you results accordingly. So for example, search engines will make assumptions about what you are looking for based on the phrasing of your search. If you search iPhone unboxing, it will assume that you want to see videos and therefore show you videos first. So the example is the top picture right here. If you search iPhone box, it will assume your intent was to see pictures of iPhone boxes, such as the image on the bottom. And if you search for iPhone, it will show you web links. In this case, it is assuming you are looking to buy an iPhone, and that is the picture on the right. Why do some sites rank higher? Well, besides paying to be included as sponsored results, many web pages rank higher thanks to the use of something called SEO, which stands for Search Engine Optimization. So what is SEO? It is a practice by which websites take measures to appear higher in search engine ranking. A main way they do this is by populating their pages and code with variations on popular search phrases. Even journalists must now apply SEO practices to their articles in order to drive traffic to newspaper and magazine websites.
So an example of this is they will, the SEO thing, I'll just say, is they will take, if the articles say about, we think, is about like how to use Zoom, they'll put in the phrasing and they'll use different variations. They'll put in a couple times how to use Zoom and they'll make sure they use that exact phrasing in their posting. And then they'll go, Zoom how to, and they'll come up with different variations on that phrase that they think you might search for in order to appear higher on your search ranking. They will also put that into the coding of it. Some maybe they have a metadata script, so they'll put that in there with those phrases as well. And that's just, I mean, there's other ways that SEO works, but basically it is a practice that is very common now, and it works with the algorithms of many search engines. So that's when you're seeing certain sites rank higher consistently on your search, that probably means that they just have a really good, they're really good at SEO and search engine optimization, and it's how they've written what's on their site in order to appear higher for you. So that's just something to note when you're searching, because you can use it to your advantage sometimes to know that. Anyway, continue.
Great, so to start searching, you can either use the search bar that appears on your computer or a specific type search engine into the search bar. So you can type in www.google.com to use Google, or the same thing with Bing to use Bing. So as you see on the bottom right, there is a I'm feeling lucky button, and it's on Google, and it will take you directly to the website of the #1 listed search. So here are some suggestions. Let's say you want to make chicken for dinner. You type in recipes for chicken and suggestions appear underneath your search, such as this picture on the right. So you can click on one of these suggestions or you can keep typing. You don't have to worry about complete sentences, punctuation, or grammar. So the results. After you type in your search, you can hit enter or click the search bar. A list of websites will appear in a column. So to access a website, click on the link, and the link will be underlined in blue. Sometimes ads will appear as well as website ads. They're probably less helpful than the other websites listed. So what if
and those ads will appear at the top. So those ads will appear generally at the top of the page, and you'll be able to know that they're ads because they will say, I think, sponsored or paid or something. They'll be indicated that they are sponsored ads, and they appear at the very top. So if you don't want to see those, because yeah, they're just paid Google ads, you can just scroll beyond them, and then you'll get the results that are coming up organically.
You can also decide to not use Google as well, so you don't get ads.
All right. So what if I'm not getting the results I want? Well, if you can't find what you're looking for, you should use more specific searches and they yield better results. So for example, you can try using different words. So for example, you want breakfast recipes. Well, to get even more specific, your second attempt might be pancake recipes, or even more, gluten-free pancake recipes. So there are more search tools, quotation marks. So the simplest and most effective way to search for something specific is to use quote marks around a phrase or name to search for those exact words in that exact order. So let's say you're searching for a recipe for sugar cookies, but the search engine gives you recipes for cookies with sugar in them. Well, you could type in sugar cookies with quotation marks, and the search engine will find recipes for sugar cookies specifically. You can also exclude terms. You can specifically exclude certain words by using the minus symbol. A search for cookies minus chocolate chip will find results for cookies, but it will exclude chocolate chip cookies. A quick tip is to make sure that there is no space between the minus symbol and the word you are excluding. You can also search within a site. Many of the search engines within websites aren't very good. You can use Google or Bing instead. If you're looking for an article in the New York Times about airplanes, you can do this. So you write site, the website, and then airplanes. So to search for sites that are similar to others, you can use the related : So you also have to make sure that there is no space between the related : and the site you're inputting. An example is here. So the asterisk. It can be used in place of a missing word or part of a word if you've forgotten it. So an example, a asterisk in one hand is worth 2 in the bush. And then once you type that in Google, it'll give you the result you're looking for. Either or. If you're not sure of the exact spelling or phrasing of something, you can use the word or, and you have to make sure that both O and R are capitalized. By default, search engines will find results for you based on all the words in your search. By using or, the search will look for results that contain either of the search terms and not just both. So a note is sometimes search engines can help you by correcting your spelling or suggesting other phrases, but if they don't and you still can't find the right results, this is a good thing to try. If you're looking for a place and you have given Google access to your location, you can stick the word nearby into your search and it will only search for location in close proximity to you. So for example, you want to look for restaurants. And if Google has your location, you can write restaurants nearby, and then it will give you a list of results. So you can also use Google to do math and conversions. You can get Google to do simple math for you by typing in equations and using common keyboard keys as operations. So you can use the asterisk to multiply, the forward slash to divide, the minus sign to subtract, and the plus sign to add. You can also convert amounts on Google by writing the amount plus the measurement to the measurement you wish to convert to. So on the right, we have an example of 20 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit. And then Google will automatically give you the conversion, which is 68 degrees Fahrenheit. So here are other search term shortcuts that you can use to get information quick. So you can type in weather and then your zip code, and then it'll give you the weather where at your location. You can write time and then place. For example, time Berlin, and then at that time it was 1:46 a.m. And then you can also do define word, and it'll just give you a definition of the word you type. You can check stocks by just inputting their ticker name. You can pull up Google Translate by simply typing in translate. So you can use SEO to your advantage. Sometimes turning SEO on its head, it can work in your favor. Try searching not in the language that you would use, but that websites might use. For example, if you need a flat tire repaired, instead of searching, I have a flat tire, you can search flat tire repair, and it might give you better results. So the search settings in Google. Over to the right, you can go to search settings to select how results are displayed. You can go to languages to select what language you would like Google to use. You can turn on safe search to block explicit content from your search results. You can go to advanced search to make your search more specific, and go to search activity to see your search history. So what is advanced search? Well, over here to the right is the advanced search page. You can make your searches more specific by asking Google to exclude certain words, search exact phrasing, search only in certain languages or regions, and there are much more. And there are also different categories of searching, and this is on Google. So underneath the search bar, you'll see different search categories. So the first one is all, there's news, videos, shopping, images, and more. By selecting and searching within one of these categories, you can further specify your search. When you go into one of these categories, you will only see results from that specific category. So for example, if you want to look for an article, you can search on news, and then same thing with videos, shopping, etc. A note is images and videos are often embedded in web pages, and you can get to the source web page by clicking the page title, which should appear next to or below the video/image. Great, and that ends our webinar on search engines.